Imagine this. You launch your very first product and it sells out in just 48 hours. That's exactly what happened to Sip HRD. But leading up to it was 2 years of development, countless launch pushbacks, and taste tests so bad you never want to relive them. If you knew all this coming in, would you do it?
10-20 shots in, drinking, and we're like, we should start a business.
He just messaged me with like details on how to start. I'm like, okay, he's fully serious. We didn't want to release a product that we weren't happy with. We had the recipe finalized. We decided to change the ingredient to fit our branding model where it was 100% lychee juice. We probably had 15 maybe trial runs with the lychee flavor alone.
Progression over perfection. That is the number one thing, especially being the person creating the content. ABAC, you tell me.
Quick thing before we get started, we have a lofty goal this year of hitting 1,000 subscribers in order to help more people build really great companies. So if you enjoy the content, learn something new, the best way to support us is by subscribing. Okay, let's get into it.
Refreshing.
I love it.
That's good.
But anyways, Phung, Daniel, and Hanson, welcome to Founders in Motion.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Today, I'm joined by the team behind Sip HRD, a lovely new Asian flavored alcohol brand that just dropped its first product, a fresh lychee vodka seltzer. They spent the last 2 years building it from scratch, juggling full-time jobs, dodging alcohol ad laws, and yep, 2 of them are dating. So, wonder who?
Who knows? Find out.
Put your guesses here before you finish this video. Okay, so if you go back to the very beginning, so who said it first? Let's actually build an alcohol brand.
2 years ago, all 3 of us were at the party. Me and Daniel were just having our little D&M session. So we were just sitting down, about 10-20 shots in, drinking, and we're like, we should start a business. And then that's when we started like feeding off each other and pretty much discussing options of starting a business. And obviously alcohol came into play. So with the both of us, we've actually gone overseas. We've seen a lot of different alcohols that's not in the Australian market.
Yeah.
In saying that, we wanted to bring it into Australia. So pretty much that's how it started. So it started off with pretty much wanting to bring alcohol that's not in Australia into Australia. And then Daniel ended up speaking to Phung.
We were talking about it and I don't know if he was serious or not. So I gave him like 2-3 days and like he just messaged me with like details on how to start. I'm like, okay, he's fully serious. So I spoke to Phung.
My friend Z, so I told her about this, our idea with distributing, alcohol into Australia. However, we know that there were a lot of restrictions into doing that in terms of, cost and contracts and whatnot, and also the time that is needed to actually get that running. So she said, why don't you just, start your own business, create your own alcohol. Why don't you just do that? And I was like, why did I not think of that in the first place? And I hopped on it and I pitched it to the boys and they were...
Yeah, rest is history, I guess.
I love that. So, okay, you've been planning this for 2 years. What were you seeing in the market, whether that's through your international travels or through locally in the Australian market, that made you go, we can, and also we need to do something better?
There weren't a lot of RTDs to say, the ready-to-drink drinks, the premix drinks coming out, but then overseas there was heaps already. There was like already lychee flavored, grape flavored, and I think over time we just got kind of bored of drinking the same thing over and over again at every party. So we're like, you know what, there's nothing in the Australian market, so I don't want to just do something different. And yeah, we just decided to create our own.
And building off of the fact that, a lot of seltzers, when we were trying it out, we realized that either they were too bland, so the flavor, you'd have the first sip in the can and yes, the flavor's there, but as you keep sipping, the flavor's gone.
Yeah.
And either that or it was just way too sweet.
Yes.
And us being Asians, one of the biggest compliments is saying, this is not too sweet. So we wanted to do something exactly like that, where even our age group can enjoy it, but also older generation can enjoy it too. And yes, and in terms of like the flavor, as Daniel said, lychee was, is a popular flavor in our Asian countries, and it's both our favorite
fruits as well.
Yeah, so we just decided to go ahead with it. Yeah.
I love it. I love lychee as well. So I think it's a great
I think it's a fan favorite by everyone.
fan favorite choice.
Lychee or lychee, guys? Comment down below. That being said, another reason as to why we chose lychee was the fact that a lot of, in this, the RTD space with seltzers and sodas, there was a lot of lemon flavors, very safe flavors.
Yeah.
And we decided to go with lychee, knowing that it was a bit of a more approachable flavor profile in terms of, yes, it is exotic, but it is easy for people who don't know that flavor that very well to just try it out.
So I wanted to understand. So you spent a long time in development. But how did you know the product was finally ready to launch? Was there a turning point, or did you just set a date like, hey, we're going to launch this here and we need to figure it out?
We've had like 4 different launch dates
Yeah.
that we're aiming for. So realistically, our original launch date was meant to be end of last year. We ended up pushing it like 2-3 months out of that, then another 2 months only because of delays here and there.
Yeah.
And from there, we kind of like worked off what we were able to, like realistically, and obviously, which ended up being the August that we're aiming for.
I think the reason why we pushed it back so many times was because the flavor profile we were going for was kind of, we didn't want to release a product that we weren't happy with and push out to the market,
course.
right? Yeah, so there was like, I think we probably had 15 maybe trial runs with the lychee flavor alone, because it was either too sweet or it was either too florally, it just didn't have enough flavor, or you could taste like, sometimes when you have it like a RTD or a seltzer, you can taste that bitter aftertaste.
Yeah.
So it took some time getting rid of that, and then we had the recipe finalized. Mm-hmm. We decided to change the ingredient to fit our branding more, where it was 100% lychee juice. And then we didn't test it until it was too late, so we got new samples, and that pushed us back another 3 months as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so to your question, we didn't really, I guess we didn't want to release a product that we weren't happy with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in saying that, we did try to set a date and just deal with it and try to work with it.
Yeah.
We had so many dates. I think there was one in 2023.
Wow.
Yeah, 2023. And then we pushed it to March 2024. And then that didn't happen, but we had another account called Sip Happens, where we did cocktails. So we built our following there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had another date in October 2024. And now we're in August. It's been such a journey.
Yeah.
But we've learned a lot throughout those past few years, whether that's working with each other, learning how we think, other perspectives, and also on top of that, working with suppliers and sales. Yeah, it's been quite a journey.
Yeah. I think that's totally fair, because we talked about this a little bit off camera, but physical products are so difficult because there's so many things that go into it.
Yeah, it's true. And like, even though we are making a drink, you have to think about the branding and the packaging as well, because that's usually what the consumer sees when they walk into the bottle shop, right? You have to catch their eye. So like getting the designer to create the design we want like this took probably a couple of months as well before we weren't happy with it, right?
Yeah, the design and also the logo, the name. We weren't originally called Sip HRD. We had a lot of runs with, trademarking our logo.
Really?
Yeah, we had a lot of iterations with our name, but this is honestly the most perfect name for us. So we're happy that we got there in the end.
Did you design it yourself, or did you get a designer?
So when it came to the lychee darumas, we got a designer to do it for us. So I just briefed it to them, and they're a team in Indonesia called Yakuza. So we were working with them for a long time. So they designed this for us, and then the logo, I got someone from Fiverr to do it for us. Yes, we are bootstrapping everything. So what's wrong?
If it works, it works.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
it.
So we got someone for Fiverr to do this for us, and then everything else from the cans, the branding, the cartons, I did all on my own. So yeah.
Wow, I love it.
Refreshing.
Okay, if we shift gears a little bit and talk about kind of go-to-market, some of the more recent developments. So you were in the middle of your kind of private 150 people kind of taste test release. How did you land on that strategy, and how did it go?
We primarily did it just as a thank you to the first 150 people that were following us from the start on Instagram and our EDM subscribers. We also wanted to generate more hype for the upcoming launch party we had.
Our stats went up, so we increased our followers by, I believe, 50% on Instagram, and in terms of reach, 188%, and email subscribers increased during that time by 60% as well. So we got
Love that.
Yeah, great uplift across all of those metrics, which is really showcases to us that, you know, there's something worth continuing, you know.
Yeah.
To be honest, like, it was quite nerve-wracking, you know, having the first 3-day campaign. I did not expect much to come from it, to be honest. I think I was ready to relax, but once everything came through, all the messages came through, and all the messages coming through asking, where's the email, it hasn't been sent yet, all of that buzz, we felt like so overwhelmed by like the amount of support that we had. I guess don't knock it till you try it, and also don't underestimate you know, yourself in terms of like your business. Like, it can always be bigger than what you think in your head.
You spent 2 years doing this like in the dark. No one really knows what you're up to. Everyone's like, oh, like, we support you, but like they don't really know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's so awesome to actually like get your product out there, and you actually get like really positive feedback, and people like wanting to try it, people wanting to go to the launch party. So definitely that's awesome. And I can't imagine the dopamine hit that you guys felt during that process.
It was quite insane. Yeah, the support was overwhelming. Honestly.
Yeah, I love that. And you sold out of the first 150 cases so quickly, right?
Yeah, essentially pretty much sold out. I think we opened it on the Wednesday. We did the deliveries from the Thursday, Friday, and I think it was sold out by the Friday night, pretty much.
Oh my gosh.
While we were doing deliveries.
Oh yeah, so it's like driving all the way to like the southeast.
Yeah, I was going to southeast, the north side. I'm like, oh my god, please stop. Like, I'm happy, but oh my god, please stop.
One time we're like, last delivery, it's like 9 p.m.
It came through.
and our Shopify order came through, like, what? And we just go to
U-turn back.
U-turn and deliver and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like fun.
But I love that you guys like hand delivered it yourself too.
Yeah, I guess we wanted to be more personable and like
Yeah.
thank you. Well, whoever could receive it at the time, a thank you and leave a message as well. So yeah, I think.
I also wanted to talk about alcohol marketing. So alcohol marketing is kind of a minefield, especially in Australia, where the regulations across everything is so strict. What's been the most annoying thing that you had to counter, and how are you creatively dodging it?
Great question. Yes.
Thank you.
I've worked in alcohol marketing once before in my first job, across you know, the paid ad space, and I know firsthand that there are so many restrictions. So knowing that and coming into creating a business with these guys, I felt really lucky that I had that past experience. But talking about the restrictions that are the most annoying, I guess, would be the models have to be 25 plus.
They have to.
They have to look 25 plus or either be it. Yeah.
Yeah, if they don't, you get people might report you, and then
Yeah.
they might make a complaint.
Wait, so you have to look 25 plus?
Yeah, I think I'll wear
Mm.
pants.
But isn't
Yeah.
that subjective?
Exactly.
Right, but
Exactly.
it's a committee full of people who kind of audit your brand in terms of your content, you know, even like your messaging on socials, everything like that. They're
Yeah.
very particular about the type of content that you push out. So anyone can kind of flag you for your social media marketing, whether that be someone who looks really young. It's really weird because the age is 18 plus in Australia, right? But
Yeah.
I guess 18-year-olds look too young to be in, you know, a video. So 25 plus is the minimum for, you know, Australian standards. That would be the most annoying one, especially because Asians don't raisin.
Yeah, literally. I 100% agree. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing for us. But yeah, so I guess that would be the most annoying thing right now, because we are looking at doing campaign photo shoots as well. So having that eye and making sure that, you know, everything adheres to that type of restriction is really important. Another thing is our packaging, our messaging, our content can't, be appealing to minors. That is one of the biggest
What does that
restrictions.
even mean?
ABAC, you tell me, guys.
Let's not create any fights here. We want them on our side.
Yeah.
It's just a prank.
Cut that out.
It's just for comedic purposes, all right? No, but in like a serious standpoint, like we were quite concerned about our Lychee Daruma, because it is, a bit more. It's a drawn
cute.
image. It's cute. So I think we were a bit worried about that, but in order to kind of mitigate anything that comes out of that, we actually reached out to the ABAC to do like an audit for us, and they said that there wasn't anything wrong with our mascot.
Let's talk about manufacturing. So how did you find the right partner, and what should first-time founders absolutely watch out for?
I was probably emailing about maybe 20 breweries that I could find. I even went to like page 3 of Google to look for the right manufacturing partner for us, and then
I never even went past page 1.
yeah, it's crazy. I know. I got really desperate. It was tough times. Most of them won't even help you out or don't even respond. But the ones that do, you want to make sure that they want to work with you and understand what your vision are for the product that you're making.
Yeah.
And your branding as well. Always have a second option or second opinion. And it's always good, I guess, if you're hopping into a new industry, if you can attend some type of events. Like we're in the alcohol industry, so we attended the Australian Distillery Festival, where there's a bunch of distilleries around Australia, and they just set up stalls, and you get to try their products. So it's always a good idea to talk to them and see how the industry works.
So, but I'm curious in terms of manufacturing, did you, for these cans, did you end up with the first manufacturer that you signed with, or was there like a chain, like a switch up situation?
So with the cans, we probably had 2 other options that we were going with. So I guess it all came down to pricing and what they can do.
Yeah.
As well. So the cans were pretty simple. We worked with a really good brand that were willing to help us and guide us along the way with how we should, I guess, set up the PDF design so they can print it on the cans itself. So they were pretty helpful with that. The cartons, I met a really nice guy.
He was really helpful, especially with our can size as well, because this is a pretty unique size. You don't really see this type of size in like the market right now, so finding someone who can manufacture the cartons for us was quite a journey with Andy. He did a really great job, with the measurements and everything, and also on top of that, ensuring that the color of the design is as bright as it is here.
Yeah.
But for the drinks alone, like the actual product, we kind of went with the first option because they offered us the whole package. So they could do the R&D for the research and development. They could supply the ingredients as well.
Yeah.
Do the packaging for us, quality control and quality assurance. So yeah,
I want to talk a bit more about pricing. So I would say like pricing for consumer products is a little bit like half strategy and half psychology. So how did you land on your price point? And what was the thinking behind it?
Okay. So in regards to pricing,
The finance guy.
The finance guy, you know what it is. Obviously a lot of competitor analysis. Yeah. So we looked at pretty much other companies with the same drink as us, also RTD hard seltzers. Obviously comparing it between alcohol percentage and obviously how much you actually get in the can as well, and kind of like pricing it quite similarly to them. But obviously on the other hand, we do find that our drink does have a lot more quality with what we have in regards to the ingredients, as well as the actual can and carton as well. So that's where we kind of felt like we should price it slightly higher, if not on par with what we felt was quite similar to what we were providing to the market as well.
I want to talk a bit more about the team. So background-wise, you guys kind of cover everything. So you have insurance, operations, marketing, but coming from such diverse worlds, do you fight often?
You can answer that, Hanson.
Are we talking about that? Like, honestly, I think we've only ever had one actual fight. Like, it wasn't too serious, but obviously we all gave our own inputs, reasonings, and I guess the way we think. And I guess with the three of us, we're very open-minded. Open-minded? No, we're very open-minded, so obviously we were open to pretty much hearing each other's thoughts,
Yeah.
which does help when we do have conflicting answers. So, look, we don't really fight too often. It's only ever been one disagreement, to be honest.
Obviously, you guys are very diplomatic with each other and you listen to everyone's feelings and take into account everything. But who calls the final shot?
No, I'm joking.
Majority rules.
Majority rules. So even making that decision we were talking about before where we had a fight, it was majority rules. And I think that's probably the best way to go about it, right, guys?
Yeah.
So clearly you guys are very close. But two of you guys are closer.
All right, it's me and Daniel. You guys guessed it.
Cat's out of the bag.
Yep.
Okay, so Phung and Daniel, you're building a company and dating. So how does that work?
You want to go first?
You can go first.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Oh shit.
I try to keep everything professional when it comes to business. I call Phung by Phung. I don't even call her like babe or anything when I'm around Hanson. In saying that, it's also very nice to have someone there that you can just talk to or vent to, or talk about the business or vent about your issues about the business.
For me, I guess building this business with him has been pretty fun. Why are you laughing?
Let him be.
It's been quite fun seeing, you know, the different sides of you know, your partner in regards to like how they think and work in a professional setting. I know they say don't, you know, work with your friends and family, but right now I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood, we're doing pretty well, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess on the flip side, do you ever feel left out, Hanson?
Good question.
You can be honest.
Now, to be honest, like, you'd think I'd feel awkward being a third wheel, but look, during our meetings or like when we get together, I honestly forget that they are actually dating. It honestly just feels like a group of friends working together, obviously just trying to achieve a goal.
You've been building this for a very long time, been through a lot of challenges, had to sit on so many meetings together to deal with so many different crises. What's been the most valuable lesson that you've learned building this? Something you really wish someone had told you earlier? And maybe we'll do this, like, we'll start with Hanson and then go down the line.
Okay, cool. I guess personally with me, being patient and not losing hope. So obviously, when you start off a business, you generally see other businesses that are flourishing. Obviously, all of those businesses, what they post on social media and online is generally all their wins. You don't generally see the hard work that's put into what they're doing, or all the like late nights or like tears, stress, whatnot. So I guess that's pretty much one of the most important things. Just making sure that, look, as long as you keep hope in what you're doing and what you believe you're going to do, it'll eventually lead to the end goal of obviously achieving the dream or whatnot. Yeah.
So I can start with my advice that I wished I heard earlier. It'll have to be progression over perfection. That is the number one thing, especially being the person creating the content. Not all of my content is gonna be the best of the best. I'm still learning as well, and I know that you're still learning as well. So, and in terms of, you know, the social media space, just pushing out content and being out there and is like better than just ensuring that everything is curated and perfect.
Agree.
Another thing is, you know, being in a startup business, you know, things move really, really fast and you have to be really quick with decision making. You can't just hesitate and, you know, as you said before, it's inefficient to do so, and just calling the shots as like quick as you can and just doing it. Even if we're gonna make a mistake, it's something that we can always ultimately fix. So I guess those two would be the key things that I wish I knew earlier.
Nice. I think for my one, it would be embarrassment is the cost of entry, because I guess if you're too afraid to start learning a new skill, it's because it's too daunting, or you're just worried that you're gonna make a fool of yourself. You're never ever gonna master that skill or progress anywhere. And I think that goes for business and in life as well. I'm empty.
How we like to end this is we love playing a little game. So this is a little would you rather. So would you rather go viral for the wrong reason or a savage 1-star review?
Viral for the wrong reasons, because everything's AI these days. That's not me. That ain't me.
Yeah, but
and also, if I go viral,
Yeah.
any PR's good PR.
that's true. And I don't think you would want savage 1-star reviews because everyone looks at reviews nowadays,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
100%. 100%.
Okay, so would you rather pitch to your ex or fumble on national TV?
national TV, bro.
National TV. Easy.
TV.
Really?
That's AI.
You can't say that.
Any publicity is good publicity. Like how bad of a fumble?
Yeah,
are we
what type
talking?
of fumble are we
Like-
talking about? Like I'm tripping, or how am I fumbling?
Like imagine you go national TV, Daniel's all red, and he
Like now?
So like, y'all can edit this, right? Oh my god, am I on Shark Tank?
oh yes,
no.
imagine that.
Are you guys still sticking with your answers?
No, I'm going national.
National?
National still.
All my exes probably hate me, so
Oh no.
They can't hate you
but then-
anymore though.
But then if you fumble on TV,
I'm pitching to my ex. So if I already know what to know, why would I pitch to them?
You lose a chance of being good on TV.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
She got me there.
Come on, your ex can't hate you that much. Can she? What'd you do?
What did you do?
I did nothing. I was being a good guy.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, I think I'm still gonna go for the fumble.
Really?
You could always come back from it. Just make a video on
You-
TikTok like, guys, I never fumbled.
I don't think you can though.
No.
On national
The
TV.
buzz is already there. People are still looking up your name. You're in the eyes of like the national television audience.
But would they support you in your product?
Wait, but then if like I just forgot to say Sip HRD vodka seltzer, they can read it. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Thank you guys for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you
us.
for having us.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us. This is so fun.
That's a wrap. If you like this episode, please hit the subscribe button. It helps us bring on more awesome guests, level up production, and drop new series you'll want to watch. See you in 2 weeks.